Time to talk some football. Hello folks, how's everybody doing out there today? It's a nice day in Saskatchewan, Saskatoon. Just a bit of smoke, not too terribly bad compared to a lot of days this week. I guess it's a fact of life, we're gonna have to put up with the smoke somehow. Lately, all over the province, and it's been less rain. It's been happening for several years now, and I just don't seem to get the rains. And we went fishing out at Lake Lenore yesterday, and I just noticed, like it's real spotty where the crops were decent and some were terrible, and in general wasn't too bad going out that direction, but a lot of areas just suffering big time. I know in the city here we got a little more rain than we did last year, but not much more. And even all the sloughs and places been water holes for years, drying right up. Now anyway, we'll get on to this week in the CFL. Week 7, 4 games on tap this week. CFL has become a real tight league. There's a lot of competition, a lot of close call games. Last week I did terrible. Only got 1 right out of 3. And Calgary came in to Mosaic and destroyed us. Anyway, I'll get into the games this week. And I had Edmonton too. I keep believing that they're actually got a decent defense, but proved me wrong. Anyway, this week Toronto, Montreal. Montreal's at home. I'm taking Montreal. I'm mainly because Alexander's back. That's my favorite quarterback in the CFL. Took him as my fantasy quarterback. I think he'll have a big game. That Austin Mack come back, gives him another target. Plus they got their left tackle back. Callender, I think his name is, or Collender or something like that. He's been out, so that'll be an added advantage. One thing though, Toronto does pick up a couple of good guys back. They get McManus back and McMahon, the running back. That might make a difference, make it a little closer. But I'm still calling for Montreal to win that one. No Kelly in Toronto yet. I don't know when he's planned to come back. Like they said, he shouldn't be out that long in the beginning of the season, but it's stretching on to be a long haul. And they got still playing Arbuckle. I don't know about that move. Still like that other guy. I remember his name, Daggy or something like that. Wish they'd play him. And then the next game, I'm taking Calgary over Winnipeg, even though it is in Bomberville, and it'll be packed. They're getting good turnouts. Bravo for them. I love seeing it. I'm never against seeing a full crowd, that's for sure. And they're really back to drawing them big in Winnipeg. So that'll give them a bit of an advantage, especially when Adams is out there on offense. But I still think defense wins games and championships. And right now, strongest D-line and defense has been Calgary. And the whole Brown from us, I wish we'd have kept him. He's been playing pretty damn good for them. They just got a lot of beef up front there in the defensive line. And Adams has been hot. How long that'll continue, I think it'll keep continuing in this game anyway. And Collares has not. He had a terrible game. And it looking like Dalton Schoen might be out too. And I think, like I said, it's going to come down to running in this game. Can Calgary shut down Oliveira? They shut down us big time, and they shut down everybody they played big time. So I can't see that being changed. So that's the main reason. They're gonna force Zach to put her up, and you know what happened last time they played Calgary. So I'm taking Calgary. It'll all depend with Calgary how long Adams can stay hot. You know, they got a decent running back with Mills too, and if he can run the ball against them, give them some controlled offense, and that's why I'm picking Calgary. Then our game, Riders taking on BC. Oh boy, this one's a coin toss to me. Which Rider team's going to show up? I'll talk more about it once I know the exact roster on the game. Watch for that video. Probably put one out tomorrow. They hadn't put out a roster. I haven't looked at any rosters actually that put out, just going by previous games. There's some signs of getting some guys back, but it won't matter. We have to stop Butler, and Butler's been running wild and even catching passes out of the backfield. That'll be the key to the game. And plus, we're gonna have to score more than 24 points. You know, last game, what did we get? 10. I was tempted to take BC to give them a jinx, because that puts the jinx on any team ever. As soon as I put the X on their winning. But I'm sticking with the Riders. It's going to be a tough win. A lot of factors. Like I say, I'll talk more about it tomorrow probably. And then the last game, Hamilton, Ottawa. I'm going with Hamilton. I picked them actually out of the East, and they're coming on strong. All they need to do is, Hamilton needs to do is establish some sort of running game. Right now they're basically one-sided, and it's an easy key to the game. Chase Bo out of the pocket. You know, they don't run the ball very seldom, and you just have to get Bo running out of the pocket and make him make mistakes, which he hasn't been doing so far. Both teams, they got a hell of a long list of guys out, so I'm still taking Hamilton. Ottawa, Drew Brown, he came back and he played pretty decent, so he'll have to have a big game for them to win this one, because Bo seems to be putting up the points, and that's the secret. How many points as he's been putting up keeps him in the games, even without that running game. Like I say, through this season, injuries play such a big part, and we've got a ton, but every team has tons, and you can talk about injuries all you want. It's the luck of the draw, basically. I'll talk more about our game tomorrow. Should be a really good week in the CFL. 4 games. I get to watch lots of football, and have a good weekend, everybody, and comment down below who are you taking. I love seeing who and what people take and why. Thanks for all the support, and we'll talk to you all tomorrow on game day. Go Riders go, and we'll talk to you all later. Take care.